a north-south ring, so it's an elongating style for sure. It's going to look pretty on the finger, absolutely. But again, north and south, we have those larger Swiss blues, real gemstones. These aren't crystals or look-alike. These are the real deal. And then right there in the center, you've got that beautiful cabochon. That's a 10 by 17 millimeter, and then round 7 millimeters. So over 3 carats of Swiss blue. That's a steal of an offer at $62. I think we'd all agree. We've spent more money on fashion jewelry. I'm gonna ask my lovely producer, Erin. Erin, how many of these are available, please? Oh my gosh, I wish there was more. Okay, so let's kind of dig in. Hence, you've only got about 90 seconds to order. Jennifer, a beautiful look to this ring, and clearly it's a standout piece.
Yes, excuse me, the artisan here is Irvin Sosi, and he says that when you look at this, the center point is Mother Earth. And the top and the bottom are a representation of the moon and the sun. And so the little droplets you see on the side of the topaz represents water. And the side, the twisted bezel that you see around the turquoise represents the wind. So you have that perfect combination of Mother Nature at its best.
And this is Mother Nature, and this is, I mean, really, you just, folks, take a look at that and look at the price. You'll see why they are selling out. It's $62. That's genuine, authentic, real turquoise, genuine, authentic Swiss blue. The rope texture detail, I think, is just, I mean, really spectacular. It holds it all together, right? I mean, it just brings it together, a cohesive design. When I see the side profile here on the shoulders, explain what that means. That's hard work to do, right, Jennifer? It's
yes.
Not easy.
No, you have that stamp work, but then you're gonna have to cut it too by hand, and you're gonna have to hand solder it, and not to damage, you know, the stamp work that you have along the edges as well.
I just think it adds to the personality of the piece, and we live in a day and age where there's a lot of faceless, I'm sounding very cynical, aren't I, Jennifer? There's a lot of very kind of faceless and storyless pieces. And I think for a lot of us, we enjoy when somebody asks, what is that? Where's that from? What does it mean? Where would you buy something like that from, right? It's a piece that you would expect to find if we go out to the beautiful West and we go to the Southwest area of this great country. Nobody would fib right now and say that if I took away those graphics and that price, there is not one person watching that would guess that value of $62. There's no way. You might, perhaps you'd say, because you know HSN offers good deals, maybe you'd say $162, but at $62, it really is tremendous. And the blues of the Swiss blue topaz, you know, this is a faceted, gorgeous gemstone, and it's a larger size, but the proportion is right, because you've got, I mean, I gave you the sizing of the cabochon. That's a 10 by 17, so you have to have the right size. Jennifer, the people that you interact with and that you bring the stories to life here on HSN, how important is it that Chaco Canyon has been on HSN for 20 years? How is it important?
Very important, because we're supporting a livelihood. We're supporting cultural recognition amongst the Native people, and especially bringing in their pieces to HSN and introducing them to the world, that they're knowing that there's people out there who's willing to go and get many of their family pieces, you know, the family heritage. And it just makes them want to have that, you know, inspiration and to keep on bringing more outstanding pieces to HSN.
Well, it's a joy to be here. Always, I said to Jennifer before, I look forward so much to doing Chaco Canyon Hours, because it's not just a jewelry show. It is a jewelry show with extraordinary meaning and consequence. It's a fabulous story that we are celebrating. The livelihoods, the pride, the talent of these people. Thank you for your orders. You know, I told you I was going to sprinkle in some special pieces. Poor Jennifer, we're going to be like motor mouths tonight, because we have to really kind of